Hey Faith Walkers, how are you doing? Welcome back to another video. This is a continuation of our series, How to Develop Self-Control in Order to Achieve Our God-Given Dreams. We have looked at 4 other steps before, and if you have not seen those videos, go ahead and click the link in the description below and watch those videos as soon as you're finished with this one, right? Also, if you're here and you're watching and you have not yet subscribed, I encourage you to click the subscription button, like, share, and just tell somebody about this channel. All right, so let's get into it. So today we are at step number 5, and we are going to be looking at accountability. Most of us are aware that when it comes to self-control, accountability is very important. And so we want to talk about that in simple terms today. Now, 2 things I want us to think about when it comes to accountability. We normally speak about accountability as it relates to personal accountability, or when somebody holds us accountable, having an accountability partner. So when we talk about personal accountability, there are 3 things that I want us to remember. 1, as faith walkers, we need to understand that we are accountable first to God. In Hebrews 4, and I think it's a verse 16, it says, nothing is hidden from the Lord, and He is the one that we are accountable to. That's the first thing when we are thinking about personal accountability, that we need to understand that, even though I say personal accountability, as faith walkers, we are accountable to God, and we cannot do it on our own, right? So we need to ensure that we think about it and know that, boy, we're accountable to God. The second thing is that nobody else will do it for you. Whatever goals, whatever plans, whatever God has given you, whatever God-given dreams you have, whatever vision God has laid on your heart, no one else will do it for you. So you have to ensure that you put what you need to put in place to ensure that this gets done. Right? I remember when you're children, when you're a child, as a child, you sometimes will delay when your parents give you an instruction to do something. You take a little time, because if you wait too long, they might just get a little fed up. They might just get annoyed, or they might just say, I want this done now, and so they might do it themselves. However, in this game, when we talk about demonstrating self-control and achieving those goals, nobody's going to do it for you. So if you take long, it's going to stay there. It's not going to get done. So you need to keep that in mind. And the third thing that I want you to remember is that getting off track does not mean that you stay off track. When you get off track, it doesn't mean you stay off track. Sometimes when we're going on, you might have been doing well with the self-control. You might have been doing well achieving those goals, and you feel good. But then something happened and you get off course. It's okay. It doesn't mean that you need to say, you know what, I've lost my way and so I can't get back. No, that's not true. So if it is that you are working on something and you recognize that you are no longer on track, what you need to do is just pause, assess, and that's why it is important to have personal accountability. A definition I read about accountability says that accountability speaks to holding yourself at account, and when they look at account, they say account is producing a report. So if we're looking at this in terms of our own life and saying that I'm holding myself accountable, what you're basically doing is providing a report on how you have been doing in achieving those God-given dreams, in achieving those tasks, in carrying out those actions. And when you look at the report, because if you're in an organization and you provide a detailed report, it shows you where you're doing well and it also identifies what you're not doing well at. And normally a good detailed report in an organization says that you have to provide some amount of recommendation as to how you can improve. It's the same thing when you're doing personal accountability. When you're holding yourself accountable, provide a detailed report, whether you want to write it, whether you want to talk about it, however you want to do it, that allows you to assess how are you doing, find the strength, recognize your weaknesses, and put in things that's going to get you back on track. All right? So we're holding ourselves accountable. The other way that we can ensure that we have accountability is having an accountability partner. This can be through a friend, or this can actually be through a professional coach, somebody who has invested their life in ensuring that you achieve those God-given dreams. And that's something that I'm passionate about, because I want us to achieve those goals. God has given us a mandate, and as faith walkers, we have to ensure that we fulfill that mandate, right? So 3 things I also want us to remember when we're talking about having an accountability partner, or somebody who will hold us accountable. 1, we have to understand that there is value and power in having support. There is value and power in having support. So don't think that, oh, I don't need nobody. That's not true. No man is an island. No man stands alone. We all need somebody. And so if you can find somebody who will hold you accountable, who you can say, this is what I'm working on, please help me to get there. Believe me, you will see that it makes a world of a difference. The second thing I want you to also know, that because there is value in having support, it's okay to ask for help. Sometimes we might not have persons running and saying, what are you working on? I want to help you. I want to help you. No. But if you need help, observe. Look at the person who might be strong in where you're weak and ask them for help. As well as I said, invest in somebody. Invest in a coach who you know, without a shadow of a doubt, will definitely hold you accountable. I say that because when I was writing the book, Changing Seasons, Transitioning from Fear to Faith, I recognized that I was able to complete it in the time frame that I did because I had a coach holding me accountable. Every now and again, there is a message, there's a call. And the good thing about having the coach is that sometimes when you are falling short and you might need help, they can also provide the additional help. Not only say, have you done the task, but they can provide the extra help that you might need. And the final thing I want to say as it relates to having an accountability partner is that you need to ensure that you are also making yourself available and being somebody else's accountability partner. Help somebody to achieve their dream. Encourage somebody in the process of taking those steps to achieve those goals. And you, through doing that, what I have observed is that it also encourages you. Because when you see that you have been holding somebody accountable and they're getting it done and they're excited and they're winning and they're progressing, you are encouraged. You are encouraged to start doing what you need to do because you don't want to be a bum. So you're helping somebody, and so it is a good way to help yourself and in also being accountable. So I hope that was some value and that you got something from that. If you have any questions, go ahead, leave it in the comment section. Let me hear how you have been doing in holding yourself accountable. And are you an accountability partner for somebody, or do you have an accountability partner? And how is that working for you? So thank you again for joining me. I am your #1 faith and impact coach, Raquel Ambersley, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.